How do you start your day? For thousands of people here in Ho Chi Minh City, they have one thing in common, and that's coffee. They all consume coffee, but the way they consume coffee can be black like this, it can be with milk, it can be with sugar, it can be even made with a vacuum sealed chamber. It's completely diverse and ever growing. On today's episode, we're going to see why the coffee culture here is so rich and so diverse, and just how the older generation and the newer generation consume their coffee. Come on and explore with us on today's episode of Discovery. Whether you're a Starbucks type of person, or perhaps you gravitate towards the independent coffee shop, anyone who visits Saigon soon discovers a thriving cafe scene that they can't help but embrace.
Thường nếu mà em đi tụm ra thì thường ra công viên mua cà phê rồi ngồi bệt xuống uống.
Mỗi buổi sáng tôi cũng uống một ly cà phê sữa đá hoặc là một ly cà phê sữa nóng.
Thông thường thì tôi uống cà phê đen, còn đối với một số bữa như là chủ nhật thì tự thưởng như mình thì uống có chất ngọt chút xíu, là cà phê sữa đá.
Since being introduced to coffee by the French in the 19th century, Vietnam has become not only a huge consumer of coffee, but a massive producer as well. The coffee harvest takes place from November to March, and after harvesting, the Robusta cherries are sun-dried on the farm or spread on the ground in the farmer's front yard, later to be sold to local traders and exporters. Currently, the most popular way to make coffee in Vietnam is this kind of filter, often made from aluminum or stainless steel. In Vietnam and Ho Chi Minh City, this coffee filter is so popular that many still think it's the oldest way of making coffee. However, few people know that residents in Saigon also used another method to make coffee nearly 100 years ago. Our first stop is one of the oldest cafes here in Saigon that was started in 1938. So come on inside and explore with me. For nearly 100 years, this alleyway, located on Nguyen Tuet Tuat Street, District 3, has been waking up to familiar sounds from a cafe. Whether it's a sunny or rainy day, Song and her family always prepare to sell coffee very early in the morning. The cafe's menu mostly contains old-styled coffees served in Saigon.
Tại xưa kia mình không có nước đá, mình uống nóng thì chủ yếu người ta uống cà phê cái chấm vào cho quậy. Thì bây giờ không còn nữa. Mà có những người ta thích á, thì ta đến nhà ta uống cà phê xong ta mua bánh cho quậy rồi ta chấm.
Song's father was from Hue and then later moved to Ho Chi Minh City. He learned how to make coffee from Vietnamese people of Chinese origin and later altered the recipe to make it his own. He then passed down this intangible but precious asset to his daughters. I think it's really interesting. For her, the cafe it's not just about coffee or customers, it's her family tradition. I'm really excited to get a chance to look inside on how she makes the coffee and go behind the scenes and seeing how this tradition's been passed over the years. To make the perfect cup of coffee, first, a precise amount of ground coffee is put into a stocking. Then, the stocking is soaked in boiling water in a glazed terracotta pot. Next, the coffee is stirred so that its rich and distinct flavor is absorbed into the water. Finally, the coffee mixture is poured into different pots so it gets the desired flavor and texture. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and lift this up.
Đổ qua đó để bán.
Put it up there. All the way up. Okay, and pour it.
Okay.
Look at that, it's so thick. It looks really good.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Put that back in there.
Rồi.
Put that down there. It's really hot on this stove right here. I'm just gonna return the favor, cool her down. Ah, come cozy. You got two stoves here. You've one big stove here where they make the coffee on, and they also sanitize the glasses. And then you have another stove here where they're just boiling the hot water. So these two stoves going on at once, which makes the room really, really hot. You feel like you're in an oven. So just finished serving coffee to these people, and I'll say it's pretty hard work. Made myself a little coffee to relax and just sit down with them now. I'm about to try it for the first time. Ah, come on. I think she saw me sweating in there, so she brought me some chada. Come on. It's really good, really rich in flavor, and it's got that dark roast to it. I think that's from the double pour that you saw in there. It's really interesting too when you're inside here, it's the ambiance here. You feel like you've stepped back in time. The music is like music from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, a mix of Vietnamese music and Western music. And you can even see just the ash on here from decades of smoke from making coffee and people coming inside here and smoking. The old apartment block at number 42 Nguyen Hue is one of the epicenters of coffee culture in Ho Chi Minh City because it boasts multiple cafes inside. I am going to be checking out some of the cafes here to see what they have to offer. All the ceilings got these bamboo baskets that they color. You can see this one here is green and you got red. It really gives a nice ambiance to the place. Makes it feel like it's a European cafe. They even take the, looks like an old bird cage and turn that into a lamp. Really, really unique. I've never actually seen anything like that. Oh, you guys got food as well. Nice. All right, we got coffees. Cafe Soda. So this place here has two different choices for coffee. The Vietnamese black coffee here and Vietnamese milk coffee, either hot or cold. And that's it. That's it. They have a few choices for tea and some food options. Come on. It's good. Saigon Oi. This one looks promising. You got some kind of a workshop in there as well. See what it is. Xin chào. It smells really good in here. Let's find out what that is. It's really interesting that these coffee shops here, they have to do something different to stand out from all the other coffee shops. So this one here actually has a do-it-yourself fragrance store where you can make candles, make essential oils, and even do little spray bottles here. It's really cool because a lot of cafes, they want to attract the young people in Hanoi and in Saigon. And you start to see so many of these starting to pop up here. And the place is very like simple. It's got like a minimalist vibe to it. You have all these like plants right here growing on the side. That's neat too. And they've actually cut the pots in half and used half there, half there, half there. It's cool. It's got like a minimalist feel to it. Nice. Oh, that's much better. We got a better view from up here, and it's a bit quieter than the second floor. You can even see right over there is the famous Ho Chi Minh City skyscraper over there. It's even got a helicopter landing pod on it right over there on the side. Really, really cool. And from this level here on the 5th floor, you can see like some other buildings. You can start to see the rooftops, which are quite nice. All the different colors, the blue and the brown, gives it a majestic feeling to it. Still a little bit noisy, but definitely less than the second floor. You wouldn't even know this is a coffee shop here. It just looks like another apartment complex. So we're about to go inside and check it out. It's really cool. It's really hidden away. I mean, just walking in here, the other two buildings here, the other two rooms, are actually just residential, people living there. And this itself looks like an apartment complex. I never even know what to find inside. Xin chào. Really cool. I love the theme in here. It's got the sky theme with even clouds as the lights here and the blue on the wall. It's a lot smaller than all the coffee shops we've been in, but it's really cool. You can feel that it's like a small apartment. Where are you guys from?
I'm from Saigon. I'm from Hanoi.
Oh, cool. I actually live in Hanoi. And this building I think is really, really cool.
Yeah.
Every floor has like a different coffee shop.
Yeah, I know, right?
Have you guys been to any other coffee shops?
Not yet.
Not yet? What do you guys think of this one here?
Cool.
It's cool?
I like the view.
Yeah, it's a really cool view.
Yeah, because I heard that this one is the highest coffee shop in Saigon.
This is the highest one in Saigon?
Yeah, I heard so.
Wow. And this used to be an apartment, right?
Yeah.
Someone used to live here. That's crazy.
I want to have a private place to go and relax, like this place.
So you feel like this is one place you kind of like get away from everyone and
Yeah.
it's quiet? Cool.
And I think a lot of people think about it the same with me.
So a lot of people like this here.
Yeah.
I think one thing about Saigon coffee culture that's unique is that they really have a coffee and an atmosphere to meet anyone's needs there. Anyone from really old to really young, they're gonna be able to find a coffee shop that suits them. Saigon has a really unique coffee scene. We're about to explore a cafe that's not just a normal cafe. They sell coffee, they sell food, and they also sell something really, really special. Come in and find out what that is. Chị ơi, cho tôi một cà phê soda. So, we actually use these little things here to pay for the coffee. You give the person over there money, they give you this little coupon, and we exchange that for the coffee. Good.